Here it is, battle on the beach. Chris Billam-Smith takes on Isaac Chamberlain. Ben, it has been a long time coming. Chris Billam-Smith has wanted to bring big time boxing to Bournemouth for a while, and you've done it.
Yeah, Chris, Shane, Jake, they've been pushing, they've been telling us Chris needs to fight in Bournemouth in a big fight in front of his own crowd. We didn't quite believe it, and now we see it now. We're here at the press conference, the attendance, the support that he gets is unbelievable, and we feel like we got the perfect fight. Isaac Chamberlain, he's done a lot. People will remember him from the Okoli fight. He took that at 23 years old. He'd only had 9 fights. He's gone back to the drawing board. He's developed as a fighter, and I think people shouldn't underestimate the shape he's in. The physically, mentally, it's a complete 50-50 fight in my opinion. It's for the European, it's for the Commonwealth, but it's for a lot more than that. And we see that in the cruiserweight division now with what Lawrence is doing, with what Richard Riakpor's doing. This is a fight that if you win, you're in the world scene, you're fighting for world titles. If you lose, you're back in the British scene with the Mikhail Lawals, the Jack Masseys. It's so competitive, but this fight has everything.
There are a lot of cruiserweights on the boxer roster, so although the winner of this bout can kick on and go towards world honours, the loser of this fight has a lot of fights as well.
Yeah, that's the thing. Luckily, the cruiserweight scene in Britain is probably the most thriving scene there is. As I mentioned, with Jack Massey, Mikhail Lawal, Richard Riakpor, Lawrence Okoli, they're all in and amongst it. And so, as much as there's a lot on the line, because this really is a fight that takes them into the world scene, the loser will come again, and that's what we want to see. We want to see fighters taking risks. Isaac Chamberlain did not have to take this fight. Chris Billam-Smith certainly did not need to take this fight, but they have, and the fans are the winners, and both belts are on the line as well. It's a big fight Saturday night.
I'm going to go to trainer Shane McGuigan. Shane, you've had Chris Billam-Smith since his amateur days. He seems to be getting a bit of momentum now. He seems to be in the form of his career. Had a very good win last time out against Tommy McCarthy. What changes have you seen in the gym that make you think he's going to have too much for Isaac Chamberlain on Saturday?
As you said, momentum. Consistency. He's boxed at a top level. He's had a close fight with Tommy McCarthy, and then he completely dominated him in the next fight. So. He's constantly improving, constantly trying to strive for perfection and be the best version of himself. And I think that's it's a great athlete to have, working with myself. And this fight's going to be a hard fight. Isaac's a good fighter. His only loss is to another one of Chris's stablemates, the one Lawrence Okoli. We kind of know. We know that he's good, we know that he's strong, we know that he's very skillful, but we know the right way to beat him.
Chris has very good power. Is it sometimes overlooked because of how good he is in terms of boxing ability?
I don't think he's got that one punch knockout power that many other fighters have, but he's consistent with his power. He holds it down the stretch, he fights at a high pace, and he grinds you down. But Isaac can fight in the pocket, and that's what's going to make this fight an amazing fight.
Isaac, hello, can you hear me? Yeah. We're going to go to your trainer now, Bobby Mills. Bobby, you have seen Isaac in training. It's a tough ask to come to Bournemouth, to somebody's hometown, and take the belts from them, but it's one that you believe you can do.
Yeah, for definite. I think the attributes of someone like Isaac, being a cruiserweight, he's fast, he's dynamic, he's explosive, and as long as he uses those attributes on Saturday, which is obviously part of the plan, I think he does very well and he gets a lot of success in the fight.
Isaac, it has been 4 years since you headlined on Sky Sports. Last time out was against Lawrence Okoli. What do you feel like you learned from that fight that you can take into this fight?
First of all, I just want to say thank you for everyone coming here, to Bournemouth. It's going to be a massive fight. Thank you to Mick Hennessy for setting up this fight. Thank you to Ben Shalom, even though you pissed me off because you didn't follow me back on Instagram. But thank you to everyone. They've seen a lot. No one has seen a lot of what I've been able to do because I've been, away working on myself as an athlete and as a fighter. This is a great fight, a great test to show everyone the new and improved Isaac. What can I say? It's going to be an amazing performance. Chris Billam-Smith is an amazing fighter. You don't just become European champion for nothing. He's a great boxer, and I have a lot of respect for him as an athlete as well. So this is going to be a great fight. I really can't wait. We've really put in the work for this one.
We've talked about momentum. Chris seems to have it. Do you feel like you've gained enough in the last couple of fights that you've had? Is that enough to be able to push you into a fight of this magnitude?
We're about to find out.
Chris, thank you for welcoming us to Bournemouth. It's your hometown. You are going to be the favourite. The crowd are going to be behind you. Do you feel the pressure of that, or is that extra motivation?
No, you look, the pressure's there, but as I always say, pressure's a privilege. You know, this is it's an honour for me to box in my hometown, live on Sky Sports, friends, family, supporters watching. The town's been behind me for many years. I've been pestered for many years to get a show back here, and I've been trying. And thankfully, Ben Shalom and Boxer and Sky Sports, we're back here now. So yeah, it's just amazing to be here, and I'm grateful for everyone coming out.
Now, you only have one loss on your record. It's to Richard Riatpour, and it was a split decision loss and a controversial one at that. Do you feel like the gritness and the toughness that you showed in that fight is going to stand you in good stead on Saturday night?
Yeah, for sure. You know, that's part of my game, but there's a lot more to boxing than gritness and toughness. Otherwise, you'd see people getting further in the sport. There's a lot of skill involved. You've got to have so many attributes which people don't realise until they get into pro boxing, and there's so much involved. And I tick a lot of boxes, and a lot of my boxes have been checked already, and we can tick them off. So I'm fortunate to have such a great coach in Shane, and be involved in a great stable, which is a world-class gym. So always been surrounded by world-class fighters, world champions, etc. And that's how we go in the gym. So all of that just rubs off.
You're called the gentleman. So thus far we've had no animosity in the build-up. I'm not going to ask for any. I'm going to ask you, what does Isaac do well?
No, Isaac's a great fighter. When you look at his attributes, he's probably my hardest fight to date, truthfully. He's got really good hand speed, good variety of punches. He's slick, he's elusive, and he brings a lot of problems. But that's what it's about, especially when I'm boxing at home. You don't want to just be bowling someone over for nothing. You know, you want a tough test, and it's a challenge which is going to bring the best out of me, and then also help me gain experience to progress to the next level.
Isaac, what skills does Chris possess that can cause you trouble?
Can't really just say that, you know, because we're sticking to a game plan here, so I can't really bring anything out. Sorry, guys.
Right, what does he do bad?
I'm not gonna tell you.
You're not gonna say anything.
I'm not saying nothing. I don't want to talk too much.
Do you think, Chris? I'm gonna come to you. Do you think that Isaac will be able to deal with the pressure of the fans, the atmosphere?
I don't know. You know, I don't know Isaac that well. I think I met him at Sky Sports Studios, and that's about it. And obviously, when the fight sort of got announced in Coventry, who knows how he's going to deal with it. But look, all the pressure will be on both of us. But for me, that's such a privilege. I say there's probably more pressure on me on the informed fighter, on the home fighter. But that's what I love, and I will absolutely. I just thrive under that pressure.
You're coming off that career best win against Tommy McCarthy. Can the fans expect something similar on Saturday night?
Yeah, better. It'd be a better performance from me. It was a good performance, don't get me wrong, but the improvements I've made since then, and the skills I didn't have to show in that fight, I will have to show against Isaac, and exactly what I'll do on Saturday night.
Isaac, how do you beat Chris Billam-Smith? Do you have to be firing on all cylinders?
Again, I'm going to say it, you're going to have to see on Saturday night. You're going to have to see on Saturday night.
No comment.
Come on, fam.
Ben, what a fight we have here.
Yeah, unbelievable fight. Both taking it on short notice, but both in incredible shape, pivotal time in both of their careers. I think for every boxing fan, it's a pleasure to see Isaac Chamberlain back at the top of the sport as well. And obviously, Chris Billam-Smith's progress in the past 12 to 18 months has been incredible. So they meet, a lot on the line, few tickets left, but I expect them to go. Huge crowd on Saturday night. Cannot wait. Amazing show. Thank you to all our partners. Thank you to Joe Ashford and K4 Global for convincing us to come down to Bournemouth as well. And thanks to Sky Sports, and we'll see you on Saturday night.